Hello and welcome to the Comicspiracy episode number 121 for the week of August 26th, 2013. My name is Ryan Higgins, who's here this week.
Brock Sager.
Omar.
Thor, God of Thunder.
Whoa, hey.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bryce.
I don't even know how to follow that. Actually, you just threw me out. Toby, I guess.
That's what she said.
And Charlie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a podcast. Now, Bryce, before we started recording, you were very upset with my confusion of Infinity last week.
Yeah.
And you were yelling at your car on the way over here, having to
And then
listen.
proceeded to yell at you
I
as
was
soon as you
yelling
walked
at-
through the door.
Yeah.
Yes, and yelling at you in my car, not yelling at my car.
So, right, of course.
No, you love your car.
No, I didn't think Infinity was terrible. I was just very confused, like I have been through every issue of Avengers that I've tried to read since the series started. Like I said, I read a lot of comic
Do you
books.
ever feel like he retcons the podcast a little bit?
I don't.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't hate Avengers. I am confused by Avengers.
It's very confusing.
It is, I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
sarcasm.
So what did you think? Did you like Infinity?
So I did like Infinity.
Okay.
So I was...
Surprise there.
Yeah, look, me too.
Hey, I liked it too.
Yeah, see?
Okay,
See?
first of all, you're right. There's no surprise that I liked it. Of course I liked it.
I'm joking,
Just like
I'm
if
joking.
Jeff Johns' Justice League, spoiler alert, you're going to like Trinity War. It's
Yeah,
going to happen,
of
by the
course.
way.
And guess what? I like that too.
I'm sure it's very good. Anyway, catcalling aside, I was just very frustrated listening to last week's podcast since I unfortunately didn't get to join. I've been a little busy recently, but Ryan's whole thing about his main argument about Infinity was that he didn't get it, and he was saying that it's so confusing. And it's like, well. The first quarter of the book involved the Avengers going in and fighting some Skrull infestation. Yeah, that's really confusing. I don't understand. There's never been a Skrull infestation.
But it's not connected to anything.
But it's the beginning of an event book. They're setting it's the
Fair.
scene before the movie starts.
Okay.
How is that confusing?
It felt disconnected from everything else in the book.
Another quarter of the book was them sending this Dark Rider out, or this Outrider out. I mean, and then maybe another quarter was with the Inhumans. Maybe that was like half the book. I don't remember the exact percentage, but it wasn't confusing. He infiltrates a bunch of places. He infiltrates the Inhumans. He learns a bunch of secrets, and he takes them back to Thanos' some Corvus Glaive. Yes, Corvus Glaive. And they give the information to Thanos. And yes, Charlie, I did love it when they were all scared of Earth. That I thought was hilarious.
Yes.
What is confusing about that? By the way, that has nothing to do with the Avengers or the New Avengers. What I just described.
No, there's no way you would understand anything happening in Infinity if you don't read Avengers and New Avengers. There's
New Avengers, correct. But by the way, I mean, New Avengers isn't as far along as Avengers. I mean, what is?
Well,
they're in the same continuity. It's just
It's around both are number around 17, 18 or
no. New Avengers
New
only
Avengers
comes out.
hasn't has many.
No, New Avengers has like 8 issues. Avengers has like 18.
So what I'm saying is that from what I just described so far, if you've only read New Avengers, you already get 75% of Infinity.
well, I agree you will understand more if you've been reading both of the titles, but as I said, Stephen from the Infinite Longbox read Infinity and seemed to understand it just fine without reading either of them.
Right.
So
All I'm trying to say is that Ryan's whole "I don't understand it" and I've read the books is like, what? I don't think that you need to have read them, and if you've read them, it should be even easier.
Some people are creatively challenged. It's okay.
Well, maybe some people just don't want to understand it.
It's not that I don't
I
want to
would agree
understand.
that.
No,
Yeah, I think that
no.
he does
It's
not
not that
want to
I
understand
don't
it.
want to understand it. I read through this book and I'm like, what is this? This has nothing to do with anything. Like, it is connected to the Avengers stuff because it has these characters, but like it feels like a weird brand new story, but it's supposed to be connected to this stuff. And if you haven't read the book, you don't know the setup, so you don't know who any of these characters are or what's going on, except for maybe Cap and Iron Man, who are barely in it.
All the book was about was somebody stole some secrets and told somebody.
Sure.
That's
Anyway,
It's not confusing. Thank you, Brock.
we'll continue
for
to talk about Infinity as it comes out.
sorting it out.
I will reread issue number 1.
By
Maybe
the way, I'm looking now, and there's like 5 total pages that have the Avengers cast on it that you're so confused by.
no.
The interchangeable Avengers cast?
No, that is one of the parts of the book that I didn't like, is that the Avengers aren't in this book at all. Yeah, it's supposed to be this Avengers New Avengers event, and it's connected to the book, but doesn't have anything to do with it. So,
I
anyway,
didn't think it was
just-
confusing at all. I enjoyed it a lot, and that is, in fact, not surprising. But I love Thanos, and I love Jim Chung. Jim? Is it Jim?
Yeah.
I think it's Jim. And I love Hickman, and I think that what he's been doing with Avengers and New Avengers is painting a broader canvas, if you will, you'll look back on this whole Avengers, New Avengers, Infinity story, and it'll paint one big picture, as opposed to some of the more throwaway titles from Marvel or DC, where it's like, okay, yes, your whole arc has been wrapped up in 6 months, and wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I hope it pays off, and I will continue reading. Obviously, I just less than impressed with the first issue. That's all I'm saying.
Meanwhile, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about how amazing Thor: God of Thunder has been?
That's been.
I mean,
amazing.
it's been amazing the whole time, but the conclusion of God Bomb, I wanted to give it a special shout out.
I haven't finished it yet.
Wait, seriously?
I'm behind. Yeah.
Well, it was amazing.
It's okay.
What, you didn't like the end?
I enjoyed that you're
I've
coming
not liked
back
this-
after a brief period of not being here, and you're more up to date than Brock.
I've not liked the second arc of Thor nearly as much as I liked the first arc.
Wow.
I didn't. It didn't. I mean, it's good. It's good. I just didn't like it nearly as much. It just
He's
wasn't.
basically saying it went from like an A to an A minus,
No.
so it's got to suck now.
An A+ down to an A. That's maybe how I'd rate
It
it.
just felt like
What is with...
it's a bit underwhelming, I guess. I don't know. Like it just didn't hit for me the way like the build up, like the kind of conclusion.
I will agree that the buildup was better, but I do feel like it
wasn't bad under any circumstance.
it still was one of the best Thor stories I've read in especially a very long time.
Oh, sure. That's not very hard. I mean,
Well-
Thor's not had the best books the last few years. They've been pretty unreadable. But I mean, that's actually I am reading only one of the big 3 Avenger books right now, and I can't tell you the last time that happened. I mean, Cap and Iron Man are among some of the worst books I think Marvel's publishing right now.
I
Thor-
can't argue with that.
And Thor
Once
is
JR gets off of Cap, it will be an even better book than it already is.
I don't sci-fi Cap. No, it doesn't. The whole plot didn't do
That's like
anything
Space
for me.
Punisher.
And the plot
And
didn't
how
do
awesome
anything
is
for me.
Wolverine and the X-Men been? Jason Aaron, Hellfire Saga.
Yeah,
pretty,
it's
pretty
been
cool.
Okay. It's been okay.
Very solid
Yeah.
story. I'm liking it. You know
Yeah,
what has
the
not
part's
been
better.
good that I had higher expectations for was Uncanny X-Force. That has just been, I mean, what are they doing?
I really liked Uncanny X-Force, so there you go.
Jesus.
What issue are you up to?
Your opinions are all upside down.
I just haven't read the most recent one, I think.
They have this random Psylocke story with horrible art that isn't even Psylocke, but they draw her like Psylocke and they call her Psylocke and that's who it is. And then all of a sudden, yeah.
I've liked the book in general. I could do without the Phantom X Psylocke sort of tangent they went on.
I like that. That's what I like. I like the 3 Phantom X's. I love Phantom X, so I like this new
I have no problem with
perspective.
Phantom X. I like him as a character, but I was much more interested to see where they were going with Bishop and everything without 3
the
issues.
Bishop stuff is awful. That's the worst part of that
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
with
like the Bishop stuff either.
The Bishop,
Well, I just want to
hate
see what
Bishop.
they're doing
You
with
should have
Bishop
said-
now because
So, Ryan,
as we've
Hold on. I hate Bishop, and I don't like the stupid Demon Bear thing. I didn't like any.
You
of
Well,
don't
I
like
don't like the Demon
Bishop.
Bear.
You don't like the Wakandan things. What else don't you like? Tell us. Let me see.
Not a big Black Panther fan.
Yeah, what else?
It's
Storm? Is it
yeah,
really
Storm's
up your
okay.
alley?
She's okay. I like her with the mohawk. That's very Anglophile, right? The mohawk. But anyway.
Anyway.
How about
Hashtag Ryan's racist.
I talk about some potential Marvel news that I personally am a very big fan of.
Oh.
okay, bring it,
Is this going to be a short segment?
No.
bring it.
Nova number 7 that came out this last week.
All ages book.
Nova number 6,
Love Nova.
which was the first Zeb Wells issue, was okay. This issue number 7 was still okay,
I enjoyed it.
but there's a page. There's a page in here.
Oh,
There's
I
a
know.
page.
I know the page he's talking
In the
about.
comic book?
Let's show
Sorry,
Firestar and
There's 2 pages in
No,
here.
where they show
There's 2 pages
Speedball.
here.
oh,
Justice,
Crasher?
Vance Astrovic, Justice, and Robbie Baldwin, Speedball, are sitting on a car, and they see Nova pass by, and they're like, "Oh man, we're getting the band back together." Speedball, finally, this is the penance never existed Speedball that I've been waiting for like a decade at this point. So I'm very happy. This is not crappy, stupid. This is like not emo, like metal Spike Speedball. This looks and feels like OG New Warrior Speedball. And he's like, him and Justice want to get the team back together, and it's a Kid Nova. I'll take him, whatever. I don't care.
Are they
But,
going to be based out
Well,
of
I liked
Canada?
his-
L.A. actually.
I liked his
They're in L.A.
interaction
right now.
with
Oh, well,
Superior Spider-Man
we'll get
and
to how awesome Canada is in a few minutes. Okay.
I was just going to say I like the interaction with Nova and Superior Spider-Man in that issue too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
good.
This is the last two issues of Nova. I mean, I'm not
They've been
gonna
fun.
love it because I hate the kid, but it's way better than the first arc than the Jeff Loeb stuff. And Zeb Wells is off the book. He announced he's leaving the book after the second arc. So Nova is the DC New 52 comic of the Marvel Universe, apparently, where they can't hold a creative team for an arc. But there you go.
It'll be canceled by
There you
issue
go.
12.
Little Marvel zing there, and not even a flinch from Bryce. What's up?
I mean, you derailed my whole Marvel love fest over here with your little Speedball comment. I mean, everybody loves Speedball and Nova, but I was on a roll.
Yeah.
Now you stopped my roll. You know what else was good has been, and I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. I don't think is Superior Foes of Spider-Man. I know that you've given it some love.
Fantastic.
Charlie's given it some love.
Fantastic book.
It's hilarious.
It is.
Yeah.
Great.
It is the irreverent Rogues Gallery book.
Well, we talked about this a few weeks ago. All three of the Superior books, I think, are really good.
You did. I listened to all the podcasts, and I haven't been here
Team Up.
to vent about it.
Team Up is very fun. Superior Foes is awesome. I think that may be my favorite Marvel comic right now. Only 2 issues in, but it's just so funny.
Which one, Team Up or Foes?
Yeah, no, Foes. I think
Foes
Superior
is
Foes
so
is
funny.
so good.
I think that's the only point that you and I are going to agree with.
It should only be a miniseries. There's no reason for this to be an ongoing title. Because
Yes,
I don't.
but as you said,
Totally
it
agree.
sells better if they just call it a ongoing, even though it's
maddening.
a miniseries.
But I totally agree.
But Superior Foes is great. So good.
Okay, good. You know what I have not been enjoying is anything from DC. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
That's okay. Justice League
Green
Trinity
Lantern.
Wars outsells Infinity, so
Yeah. The book
Yeah,
of
I
the
was
year.
confused about that too, and I guess it's just because maybe they didn't market it very well.
Well,
I
actually,
mean, because I read all the
Ryan also
articles
talked about
how,
price
like,
points.
Nation.
the price point definitely. I actually do have someone. Jim. Jim here. You're talking about Infinity.
Well, I was going to say that kind of goes back to the marketing, is because as you said on the last podcast, and as I'm sure Brock complained about, is that it was a $5 book, and I'm sure that I didn't get to that part of the podcast yet, but I'm sure Brock commented about the blank pages, but it was a double-sized issue for $5.
It actually is.
What's the problem?
No, I said this
no,
on the
but-
episode. Infinity actually is the most is the best dollar for comic book Marvel has published in like 5 years.
Yeah, you said
it
$2.50
is
an issue.
It is.
It's great.
So I actually a Twitter questionnaire from Jim. We'll do more of the Twitter questions at the end, but I may do a few of these in between. He says, I remember saying something about Infinity #1 being sold out, and it's not at one of his local shops. Whenever I say a book is sold out, that means from the distributor or the publisher, not stores. Stores, we have no way of tracking if books are sold out. Infinity sold 250,000 copies, right? There are not 250,000 individual people buying single issues of comic books anymore. Like not on a big event book like that. These #1s are always super inflated. These books you will find in discount bins down the road because they sell that much because stores can get the variants. So that this is Marvel, DC. This is all companies. This isn't a Marvel thing.
And let's not forget that if they
This
only
is huge.
printed 200,000, they would have sold out too. If they only printed 150,000, they would have sold out.
Right,
as
if they
well.
sold 300,000, I mean, they print just over order. This is Marvel and DC across the board, and most independent companies. They have to print about 5 or 10% extra
HeroClix
for
says that too.
Yes, of course.
for shortages and damages. But for the most part, when I say a book is sold out, it's because it's sold out through Diamond. So, but 250,000 copies of a $5 book makes it the best selling book of the year, more than likely. I mean, Forever Evil has probably will do around the same number, but I don't think it's going to beat it, and it's $1 cheaper. So I think it'll be roughly close to the same because DC also offers some pretty good incentives on high orders for that book.
If you get any, considering how much they shorted you on shipment.
Well, this is different. The Forever Evil is just the regular. God, that was a really funny laugh,
that was a
dude.
fake laugh.
Yeah, it's a great laugh.
Nobody else laughed. I was
no
like,
one else saw you.
Do they know?
He did this great. He
I
did this
saw it.
great.
It just looked weird.
He did this great head jive. It's awesome.
No, it sounded like sound like Jason when he's stalking someone or something.
But Infinity or Forever Evil #1 doesn't have that foil cover thing. So
The 3D
Unless
cover.
you buy the second print pack.
no, that won't have it. No, but the variant has the 3D cover thing. So
I thought they said when they solicited the second print pack that was also the way to get the 3D cover for Forever Evil.
oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. Maybe I didn't notice that if they did.
Am I just making stuff up again? Damn
Well,
it!
the variant, the 1 in 25 variant, will have the foily cover, 3D cover. So
Well, I said I wanted a set of the.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Damn it! I need that book too. I need them
But
all.
yeah, I'm Nova, a book I'm very harsh on because I want to love it so much. Did pick up, and I'm curious to see where they go with it. And New Warriors team. If it's a New Warriors team by Zeb Wells and it's good, I'll be so happy. It'll be the only Marvel comic I'm buying. I buy currently no Marvel comics. There you go.
So you just burn and read all your own books?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I burn read everything. I burn steal everything in the start. You kidding me?
Or burn steel, sorry, yeah.
All right. So we're talking about white people. Let's talk about Canada, where there's a lot of white people. Huh?
Why are we talking
Omar,
about Canada?
it's the Canada thing.
We're talking about Canada.
You got to get in on this. What?
We're talking about Canada
Dude,
because
you are out of control
well,
with your
first of
DC
all,
fanboyness.
I had no idea that Jeff Johns was leaving Justice League of America. That sucks. So Jeff Lemire, who was been co-writing
You
it,
kind of knew that was coming.
I didn't. No, I thought he was going to stick writing both of them. I mean, maybe he's launching another book. I have no idea. I mean, that may be the Jeff Johns thing. Launch a book, do the first 6 to 12 issues, then pass it off to someone else.
Come on, man. You're getting Katana toys. You're getting incredible animation, Flashpoint.
Oh, that's all him too.
Yeah. So it's like, the guy can only do so much.
But I mean, at this point, he's off Aquaman. He's leaving Aquaman.
Yeah.
So he's writing Justice League America, and I guess Forever Evil.
And the secret book that
mean
they're going to be
Justice
coming
League?
out with.
Huh?
Is he off Justice League?
No.
So he's
No,
writing
but
Justice League.
yeah, that's what I said. Justice League and Forever Evil. He's going to be off Aquaman at some point, I think he said. So in the not too distant future. So, but at the what the heck is it? Toronto Fan Expo up in Toronto, Canada.
Hey.
They what? Yeah.
What do they say? They say up there, A?
Boot.
They announced that Jeff Lemire will be taking over Justice League America because of the events of Justice League. Of Forever Evil, and they will be retitling the book Justice League Canada and moving the team to Canada. Like no fucking shit. First of all, I welcome our Canadian overlords because Canada is pretty great. But like this is weird. Like they actually said there are events in the series that will cause this. Like America's going to get fucking destroyed in Forever Evil or something. Like bad things are going to happen. So I'm cool with a Canadian Justice League. I mean, this has to just be an arc. This can't be permanent.
Status quo for the next 10 years.
I mean,
The JLC.
people make fun of Alpha Flight and people make fun of trying to, get this thing. I think Canada's an untapped potential. I mean, Americans are like, damn Canada, but really that's just that's just America.
For people that haven't been to Montreal is one of the most beautiful cities.
Vancouver is the best place I've ever been to in my entire life.
Also has the
Like,
best strip joints.
You got to get out more, bro.
Vancouver's amazing.
Toronto has
know
has some good strip joints.
Take San
Unbelievable,
Francisco.
all the Canada love.
Take
So-
San Francisco. Get cleaner and nicer. You have Seattle. Get cleaner and nicer.
Vancouver
Portland.
is pretty-
Portland.
yeah.
Then you get cleaner and
Vancouver's
nicer.
pretty darn
You have you have Seattle. Get cleaner and nicer again. You have Vancouver. Vancouver is gorgeous.
Yeah, they actually know how to like build a nation where they like invest in themselves and not like all the Middle Eastern
We
countries.
have a listener there. What's
Canada-
up, Marv? What's up, Marvin?
Canada
He's a very
hate,
Hilliclixer, too.
Oh, cool.
Canada hate comes from America lovers.
Yeah.
So like I am pro Canada. This will do well in now well-educated, populated areas, I assume, because we all know the strength of Canadians'
That's just-
power
that's racist,
over
I'm
America.
pretty sure.
It is. But hey, and Adam Strange is going to be a member of the team. So and he's now Canadian. So I'm already like book of the year. Okay, book of the year.
Isn't Lobo going to be Canadian too?
That Lobo change. Okay, so they're changing up Lobo. Let's hold on.
He looks like Castlevania guy.
Let's
Belmont.
Yeah.
let's
It's
for all the
not
What's up, Rye Dog?
for all
We
the
some geek box in here, too.
for all the haters of this new Lobo out there, let's settle one thing. Lobo is a stupid joke character, and if you think otherwise, you fell for the joke. Okay,
I fell for it.
right
I
on out.
love him.
Hey, what
I
the
think
frag?
But I love
Lobo-
him as a stupid joke character.
that is
Exactly,
fine.
exactly.
That is fine. I like the couple stories I've liked with Lobo. Like
You
but,
like the couple of stories you've liked with
No, Lobo is a
How many times
character.
does he like?
Lobo is a character that appears in someone else's book for a story and says frag and beats him up for an issue is fine.
Yes,
but as
it's awesome.
an actual character, no. Lobo is a stupid character.
He was incredible in Young Justice, though,
Lobo
wasn't
was
he?
just a
Again,
fun
Toby.
character.
What?
He was incredible in Young Justice.
He was
And again,
awesome.
like 1 or 2 episodes, right?
Yes,
same with the Justice League Unlimited, same with the Superman animated series, and same, but Lobo is an
on him in Brightest Day with he had the red ring.
Yeah, there are good arcs with Lobo, but let's be honest. Now, I don't know if this new Lobo is the way to go. I'm withholding judgment.
Is he really Canadian?
No, no.
He looks like hell on steroids.
I am fine with a new Lobo. Now, I don't know how they're going to explain all these books that have had Lobo in it prior. They said, "Oh, this guy's the real Lobo," and
wait, he looks like a woman.
And this new Lobo is...
No, he just looks a little feminine.
Well, he just said he looks like El DeGeneres?
No, I said he looks like hell.
Oh, hell!
The Superman villain.
He looks like a thinner, like
He looks stupid.
Emo-y Lobo as opposed to like big dumb biker Lobo.
I prefer big dumb biker Lobo.
But it's
Not
fine.
the emo kids buying comics today.
Yeah. There's not enough bikers buying
We got to
Lobo
make him
these
cool
days.
because he comes from the cartoons.
Lobo doesn't come from the cartoons.
I know he doesn't.
Sure, Brock. All right,
Okay.
move on. Sure, Brock. Let's
What?
move on.
This would be as good a
Okay,
time
so
as
we're all in
No, no.
agreement that Lobo's awesome and
Okay.
they should not have redesigned him.
Now, new Lobo, trust me, like I said, if the story's stupid, the story's stupid. I mean, I'm fine with it. But really, all this defense that came out for Lobo over the weekend when they announced this new Lobo thing, you guys are the biggest fucking bandwagon jumpers I've ever seen in my life. There is no one defending Lobo prior to DC saying, "Hey, we're going to new 52 Eyes Lobo."
Yeah.
No. No.
What's with all these people? They defend Lobo, and at the same time saying Ben Affleck is not going to be a good Batman.
Hold
what
on,
the hell?
Hold on. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What?
Hold on. We'll get to that. Hold on.
You know it's the same people, though.
Hold on. Okay. This is the problem with like all these people that all of a sudden love Lobo. I guarantee you they have not bought a book with Lobo or about Lobo
Really?
anytime
You didn't
in
shut the
any
ringer
sort
off?
of recent years. That's fine.
Oh man.
That's fine. Here, talk about Lobo for a minute.
Well, I didn't say all Lobo books were good.
I like how Charlie just took over without hesitance at all. Like, just
Also,
boom.
I would be interested to know what Mr. Higgins thinks is the percentage difference between people that listen to the podcast and follow him on Twitter, since he already made the same joke on Twitter. And while Ryan's
And we
gone,
can't
let's take
answer
a moment.
the phone.
Let's take a moment to talk about Marvel while Ryan's gone.
Actually-
Hawkeye's been good. I heard that Deadpool number 13 is amazing.
You do realize we just lost
incredible.
half our audience, right?
Incredible. How did we lose our audience?
You mean as soon as you started talking?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
All right,
Ryan,
done with
now
that,
that
done
you're
with
back,
And
you
we're
made the
back.
same joke about Lobo on Twitter. That was good. Oh, there he goes again. Otherwise, you can't understand why people are hating on the change of Lobo and hating on the change of Ben Affleck. I mean, it's
Hold on. No, the thing with Lobo, like I said,
It is the same people every time.
it is. It is people that have
They
have
changed-
no
They
interest.
changed Jean Grey in the new X-Men book, and they made her kiss the Beast or whatever, and people are going crazy. It's the exact same people.
But this comes from the same people who
They're
are like,
paid.
"Oh my God, you changed Wonder Woman's hairstyle. I'll never buy." You never bought a Wonder Woman book to begin with, right? These people online, they're like, "Oh my God, they changed Lobo." It's like,
Hey, I bought every Stephanie book there was.
no one bought Lobo prior to this. They're trying something different. You're not going to buy this either way, whether it's the new Lobo, old Lobo. You don't. No, these people don't care. I understand. It's the right for the internet to bitch about everything, but it's like the fact that Lobo was trending on Twitter in the Bay Area, and
That's
people
awesome.
were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're changing Lobo."
Freaking
It's like,
nerds.
shut up! None of you ever cared a fucking ounce about this character.
That's okay. I care about Lobo. I do.
Yeah, so to defend them, I have owned every issue of Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I own every issue of Stephanie
What does this
Batgirl.
have to do with Lobo?
Well, you're saying that they never bought any issues. I'm one of the players that bought every issue.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that
was he in Batgirl?
that like those characters. No, he's saying
Oh,
he's saying
one
people
of those
complain.
niche characters.
No,
Got it.
that's one of those complaining issues.
Yeah, people
Oh,
complain
got it,
about
got it,
these
got it.
characters not existing, and in those. And here's the problem, and this is Toby's problem. If they made a book featuring Cassandra Cain or Cassie,
I'll buy it.
and you and about 12 other people will. That's
fuck you.
the problem. And if they make a new Warriors book, 12 people are going to buy it. I'm
maybe
gonna be
5.
and I'm going to be 11 of them. It's like this is the way.
I'm one.
This is
Actually,
the way it works.
I will probably buy the first five issues, and if it's really, really horrible, I might actually not.
Yeah, this is the way this works. People have to understand this.
When
And
New
this-
Warriors number 12 sells out, you know it's because Ryan bumped his orders.
Yeah. All right, now we got something here for Toby. This is also from the Toronto Fan Expo.
Toby's waist deep in Messiah War
Yeah,
for the
I
book
am.
club.
I am. I'm like
So-
all about the
so-
strife right now.
John
and,
Hey,
Cunningham.
spoiler alert.
John Cunningham from DC Comics. I refused to comment about Nightwing's future or Forever Evil. However, he said the internet will explode on September 4th.
well,
and
it's not September 4th yet,
and
is
it's
it?
going to be about Nightwing.
It's not September 4th yet.
So
I'm sticking to he's going to build his Black Ops and he's going to turn evil and everybody thinks he's going to be bad, but he's not.
It's possible.
I still
it's
think he's
possible.
going to be Batman.
No, we
Well,
talked about
that's not going to be big news that everybody's going to talk about him about.
Yeah.
'Cause it already
Unless
The
he's an
internet
evil,
exploded.
yeah,
unless
but
he's an evil Batman.
I-
He's
Although the
reverse
internet-
Batman.
My current thought process is he's going to be Bruce Batman's going to be gone with the rest of the league, and Nightwing's basically going to be the Batman that they've shown that's teaming up with Luthor and all of them.
Like Flashpoint Batman?
Well, there was that rumor we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago or so, where like basically outing his identity, which to me doesn't seem explodey enough. So I
What
don't
if
know.
they just?
I mean,
kill
everybody
him?
in the circus
I'm sure
already
they
knew
could.
that it was him.
Yeah, a lot of people already
everyone
know.
knew he
So
was
But what if they just kill him?
I mean, they could, but
So they're outing his identity to the one person who still doesn't know.
I think you kill him though. But like Toby said, you in the second issue you find out, oh, he's actually undercover doing this thing.
That's what I'm going with. If it's not that, then I quit the podcast and never read a comic book again.
All right, now
Until they
What are we gonna
bring
do
him
next?
back
Kill
to the blue
Gambit?
costume.
Oh, dude, then I'm definitely not coming back. There was like an inkling of me coming back.
what happened? What happened
kill
to
him
you?
too?
What happened to you for like that 5-year time period? Gambit was just gone. It was like X-Men 350. Was that what it was?
350.
Nightwing.
When he was part of the Marauders, the big
Yeah.
reveal, Joe Mad Art, greatest issue of
The
X-Men
Trial of Gambit.
since that issue.
I remember.
So
I
is he
Greatest
Mr. Sinister or
issue
not?
of X-Men since that.
That's kind of a compliment.
I don't think it makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Wait, so is Gambit a narc still or not?
He
wasn't the- he is. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The greatest issue since that issue means that issue came out 10 years ago. It's the greatest issue in 10 years. What is so complicated
Okay.
about that, Charlie and Brock?
I understand that
I
a
like how
little
you
bit
included
more.
Brock.
No, they both just said it was confusing. It's actually not
Because
confusing.
the greatest issue of X-Men since that issue, just typically I would be like, okay, that was the great issue of X-Men since the Dark Phoenix, or since like just the
No, that issue came out, and it's the greatest issue that has come out since.
No way. The greatest issue that's come out since of X-Men is Remender and Ribic/Opeña's Uncanny X-Force.
No, that's X-Force.
That's
I'm
X-Force,
saying
and
of
that,
X-Men.
and that's not one issue.
And
Fine.
good point. You just got Ryan.
So
I got Ryan.
Are we telling people that the best X-Men issue was 10 years ago?
With Joe Mann, no less.
yeah.
Okay,
So everything
Well, I
else,
think he's
everything else
basically
is
saying
just-
there were better issues of X-Men before that issue, but not since.
Correct. I don't
Okay.
understand why this is so difficult.
okay.
And by the way, that doesn't mean that there's
The
no
book
good
club.
issues since. It's just that was a pinnacle of X-Men achievement.
I do
let's-
agree with you. That was an awesome issue.
It was a fucking awesome
That was
issue.
a great
Let's
issue.
talk about something else that's really not difficult to understand, yet it seems like every single person doesn't understand it, okay?
Let's hear it.
And that's Ben Affleck has been cast as Batman in Man of Steel 2 out July 19th?
Can I just say really
17th?
quick that I was right? We're going to have an older Batman.
2015.
Oh.
Ben Affleck.
We're going to have a Dark Knight
If
Returns.
only we listened to Omar.
We're going to have a Dark Knight Returns version of Batman to face this evil alien.
Ben Affleck, who I believe is now 41,
Yes.
if I remember correctly. So
Yes.
that puts him a little bit older than what Batman we've seen. But this exploded on, what?
Everything.
Thursday?
And it was by all of the
they're
fucking lampshade fans that fucking say, what's their response? Oh, he's Daredevil. He's not Batman.
Yeah. If you think...
Is that what they sound like?
Yes, they sound just like that.
I will give my explanation of why I think this is a perfectly fine idea, and then you guys can all chime in. We'll go around the table, because I think we all have some opinion on this one way or another.
We need you to
But I-
record all those opinions of people with that voice of the
Yeah,
internet.
right.
But
Yeah.
I've got a couple things to say on this subject.
We're going to
First
start
of all,
recording Omar saying tweets live.
yeah.
Yes, I'll be a whole YouTube channel on its own.
First of all, Ben Affleck, I think much like George Clooney and
Awful.
Val Kilmer, hold on,
Good.
is a fantastic choice for Bruce Wayne.
Val Kilmer, by the way, was incredible in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I just watched it today because remember you told me I gotta watch that shit. I watched it. Fucking good.
Robert
Shane
Downey
Black
Jr.
rocks
pisses
it.
on the corpse.
That was so good.
Awesome.
Now, that doesn't mean the movie's going to be good. That doesn't make Batman and Robin or Batman Forever any good. All I'm saying is, I think this is a good choice.
Talent-wise.
I think Ben Affleck is a good choice for a Bruce Wayne. Again, it doesn't make the movie good. I'm just saying that is a good choice. Now,
Do you want Omar instead?
anyone that thinks Ben Affleck is the same Ben Affleck from like 15 years ago or whatever, you're retarded. Like, don't even. You're
2004. It's like
Requires me
it's
to
so-
11
it's
years.
so
book
different.
and say some shit.
Like, he's made some bad movies. Don't get me wrong. He clearly, though, in the last few years, has come around and done some really amazing work. Yes, some of it directing, some of it producing, but he's also done some good acting.
Town was fucking awesome. I love the Town.
And that is, I hear people say that's a really good
As a
movie.
director.
He was in it.
He was in it.
Yeah,
I
he
know,
was.
but like 51% of the achievement
Gone,
was in the
baby, go.
directing.
For
And
sure.
Spoiler alert: he was a great actor in that movie because he directed himself.
Yes.
and it was about Baston.
He does like to direct himself quite a bit.
He's like Tom Cruise. That's where you make your money. I mean, you
Self-walk
fucking
over
you do the
He's making a lot
production,
of
you do the
money.
direction, and you put yourself in the film.
Stallone.
And who's not to say that this Batman job doesn't come with, hey, do you want to direct the Flash movie too, or something like that, right? You know that there's some deal.
What?
Oh, you know that there's a deal. I mean, he clearly has
He's a
made name
Warner
for
Brothers
himself.
boy. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
He's their golden child right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
did Argo.
You
I
know
know
that
that
they,
Largo
you
was
know,
successful.
you know
But I
they
did
turned
not
to him.
realize- Yeah.
They turned to him and said, "Look, you want in you Batman? He's a huge comic book fan. You know they're
he
going to
is?
have him direct something. You know it. They're not going to just
didn't
keep
know
him in
that.
front of the camera.
All right, we're gonna go around the table on this.
All right, go
Are you done,
Brock.
Ryan?
Yeah, but freaking what's his name?
what's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah.
Everyone hate that was a stupid
Excuse me?
That was
idea.
worse.
Excuse me?
Way worse.
Excuse me?
No, I think it's as bad.
Excuse me?
I think
You think
as
it's
bad.
as bad?
I think
Excuse
I think
me?
it's roughly.
Dude,
as
they
bad.
were like, they fucking were like calling him a fucking like, oh, we're gonna have fag Joker, gay Joker. Like, dude, that shit was ridiculous. When you look at the original shit that was
yeah.
on fucking
Whoa,
Reddit.
Who's saying this?
This is when
The internet.
when they
I
cast
actually legit thought that Heath Ledger was a good actor before they cast him.
Me
as
too.
Joker.
like anything with
I was 100%
backlash.
on board when Heath Ledger got cast. I was like, that guy's
Yeah,
going to
me
be
too.
gold.
I didn't remember
That's going to be gold.
Backlash.
No,
This-
there was quite a bit. There's just a bunch of idiots.
lot.
Yeah, that
And
was
if
a
you go
huge-
back
I honestly didn't think he was gonna be good as Joker.
Oh,
Look-
dude, I knew right away.
and look at Michael Keaton. People forget. People hated that idea of Michael Keaton playing Batman.
People forget. Ryan,
They-
how old are you?
I know, right?
Like I was like a little kid. I wasn't plugged into the internet in the early 90s.
Ryan had the beta to the internet with Al Gore.
Ryan is the grumpy comic book store
Well,
owner now.
Back then, it was the equivalent of people mailing Warner Brothers.
Very different. Very
Were you
different.
working in the mailroom?
The hate
at Warner
wasn't.
Brothers?
The hate wasn't quite as fast.
Ryan
but
was reading the mail page in the back of the comic books.
The hate wasn't quite as fast, but yes, people hated him. And then once he was in it, and then obviously like Heath Ledger. Now,
The movie came out, and then they were mad.
if the movie is bad, the movie is bad. It doesn't matter who the actor
Sort of like
is.
the first one.
If it's a good
Sorry, I couldn't
movie,
do this.
if it's a good movie and you have bad actors in it, they could be bad in it. If you have great, I mean, okay, everyone here for the most part didn't like Green Lantern, correct? Except for Charlie.
I was about to say,
I'm
you
glad
better
the
not
movie.
be
I'm
lumping
glad.
me in there.
I'm glad the movie was made. I'll put it that way.
do any of you
Me
think?
too.
Do any of you think Mark Strong was bad as Sinestro?
Fuck no, he was
I
incredible.
loved Mark Strong. He was the best part of the movie.
But I had issues with Ryan Reynolds from the beginning.
And that's all I'm saying.
And I had no issues with Blake Lively. Too bad she wasn't naked in it.
A
whatever.
fantastic movie. As much as I
No,
like-
but I from the beginning knew that was wrong, though, and I still feel like that.
I don't think it is. But what I'm saying is this:
Yes, all right.
I am fine.
It wasn't Reynolds.
I like while I like Green Lantern, I fully accept that most people didn't like it, and so therefore it could be considered not a good movie. However, Mark Strong was fantastic in it, and I don't think anyone can deny that.
Yeah.
So the fact is, a good actor in a bad movie can't save the movie. A bad actor in a good movie is not going to ruin the movie. And this is where someone coming in like.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, I want to say, even though I don't think he's right, I never blamed him for it, though.
No,
Yeah,
sure.
there's a big difference with the internet right
Right.
now. They're blaming Ben Affleck already.
right.
He's gone.
No, Ben Affleck.
Other than saying yes to the job, he's not really to blame.
he has nothing to do with it. Right.
The funny thing is, though, they're blaming him, but the fact of the matter is he's a much superior director of films, and he has a better track record of putting out films that actually make money versus the current director. And
well, much like Christopher Nolan, you don't think that Ben's going to get a little behind the camera scene with this? You know, Christopher Nolan.
well, it's actually it's being
reported.
reported like rumor mill
Is
on
Nolan
Collider and
Is
Latino.
Nolan even still involved? I don't think he is.
He's producing it.
Is he
Yeah.
really though? Okay,
Yeah.
because
So,
I thought
like,
I
There's
thought
many
he
shades
left.
of production.
I read like a few
I thought he left.
things on Twitter and actually on their sites on Collider and Latino Review to the point that Ryan's making maybe not the Flash film, but
That was just an example.
yeah, no. But they want to eventually make a Justice League film, I think in 2017, 2018, whatever, maybe sooner, who knows. But we're going to see Superman, Batman. Who's not to say that we're not going to see a few little fucking Easter eggs, just like we saw of this film that they're making now. They're going to be making in the next year. With LexCorp, with Cranston, that dude from
yeah.
That's
Breaking
fucking
Bad.
I have 2 cents on that too.
Hold
but
on,
we
that-
gotta go around. I'll add in the Cranston
So
issue too.
that is rumor mill right now. People,
It's all rumor
but
mill.
No, but I'll put
It's
in my
all
2
rumor
cents
mill.
when it's my turn though.
No.
I have some shit to
Hold
say
on.
about that.
Sites are claiming that's official. Bullshit.
No, I have never said it was
Bullshit.
official, but
No,
I
I'm
would
not saying
say
you
that that's what people want to see.
People-
And I'm right on top of that list. I would love to see that shit. 'cause-
People are saying, "Oh, official Bryan Cranston." We actually got a tweet about it too. Bullshit. Total bullshit. And no, that doesn't mean tomorrow they're not going to come out and say yes, 100%. But as of right now, the recording of this podcast, total bullshit.
You know, it is supply and demand. You can see enough people, you throw it out there, you get enough hits, fucking done. Like you see those YouTube channels, and then these people instantly become these celebrity. They get these like celebrity shows on fucking E.
That's why I haven't posted your video yet because I'm not ready for you to be a celebrity.
No,
dude.
I'm not
Yeah.
being a celebrity, bro.
No,
I'm always
the
going to keep
minute,
it
the
local
minute, the minute I
community.
show your birthday
Boom.
video, dude, boom, it's like Omar's
Damn
out
you.
there.
I thought you were going to finish editing that. Anyways, I think that having an older Dark Knight Returns version of Batman, like they kind of hinted at Comic-Con, doing that reading from Dark Knight Returns with like that dude, the Wakandian dude from
The black dude.
Yeah.
You don't remember his name, Omar?
I don't remember his name. I know he was in The Matrix, the shitty one, and I know he was in.
Is he really? He's just being bad.
All,
You're
no, it
just
wasn't
being
Lawrence
bad,
Fishburne,
aren't you?
but all I'm saying is for us to have a Batman that's like hardcore, edgy, like semi-evil, I would love to see him shit down Superman's throat. That would be awesome. I mean, Hope Man. I'm sorry.
You want
not Superman.
Affleck to shit down Superman's throat?
Yes, with all of his technology and all of his fucking crazy ass shit.
Well, that's the thing that I like about the age factor of the announcement is it basically suggests that Batman will be well established before this.
Batman's going to be a season.
Because we haven't seen that
Yeah.
yet. We've only seen
Well, we'll see a
early,
veteran Batman,
yeah.
basically,
We've only seen
which
like
should
fucking
be
American
awesome.
Psycho Batman. So
All right, we're gonna go in a circle, right?
Which was awesome.
Let's go.
It's
Brock,
incredible.
Brock.
The circle's long overdue.
Do your circle jerk.
Yeah.
Hurry up, start it.
So Ryan tweeted me or texted me, "What do you think about Ben Affleck as Batman?" I'm like,
Oh, Ryan, is that after I texted you?
Hold on. No,
timestamp.
No. Here's how it goes. So I'm actually on the phone talking to Ryan Scott, right? And I get a John Dang. This is for you. I get a text from one of our good friends here at the store, John, and because I listen to the podcast.
What's up, John?
And he's like. Ben Affleck is Batman. Like, that's ridiculous. And I texted him back, and I'm like, I go, that's probably just some bullshit rumor thing. And so I go back to talking to Ryan on the phone. All of a sudden, I hear doop, doop, text. Text got like 50 texts in a matter of like a minute.
Oh, are you having phone sex? Why
No,
I'm so
no.
Why he's talking to the other Ryan? Ooh, Ryan.
I don't know you, but my bro friends, I talked to on the phone for maybe 30 seconds. How long is this phone conversation?
He likes
We were
this Ryan
talking,
guy.
Bryce. We were talking about Hearthstone. So,
Love
There you go.
Okay.
so all of a sudden, half the people that I know on Earth texted me, "Oh my God, Ben Affleck's Batman!" Blah, blah. Like all of a sudden, fucking a billion people were texting me, and I go on Twitter, and it's just like just pages and pages and pages and pages of tweets, and people tweeting at me, and just everything, just everyone's like, "Oh my God, Ben Affleck!" I'm like, "Oh shit, I guess that's real." So
so the first person who turns and says, "Oh, Brock probably doesn't know about this."
I texted a bunch of you guys because I didn't know who heard what, and someone
you
you
I
texted
did not
me,
know, and I
yeah.
thought that I was hoping that he was joking.
I actually thought he was trolling at first. I was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
Exactly.
But no, I think I text you back. Well, hopefully he plays a better Wayne than he did a Murdoch. You know,
And again, there's the
15
that's,
years ago?
That's right along with Omar, just boring jokes about Daredevil. Again, like,
well, no, but the thing is
I mean, I hate that movie. So don't get me wrong,
Do you think that his superhero playingness has gotten better since Daredevil, Ryan?
well, no. It's not him playing a superhero. It's him as an actor. Like he's played a superhero before, right?
He's played him twice.
Right, when he
before.
was younger and more able to get fit, he was still shitty as a superhero.
But the thing is
And he's already been Superman, by the way.
Yeah, what was the name of that Superman? Where he
Hollywood
was,
something.
George
Hollywood
Reeves.
Yeah, Hollywoodland.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
That was a great
It was,
movie.
but he didn't like play the superhero.
I know,
he played
I know.
like
It's
he played the
over-the-hill
actor who was played. Yeah,
Right.
but the thing is
I did
mean,
not like that movie.
he's been proven in the past few years that he's improved. Like you know,
Accurate.
with The Town, with Argo, with these films that he's been directing.
I'll have a
directed
comeback when it's
himself
my turn. I'll have a
playing-
comeback when it's my turn.
You know, so I'm open to it being him, and yes, I like it that he's seasoned. You know, so it's going to transfer to the screen. What I'm concerned about, and I give a shit who they put under the cowl, is it's another Zack Snyder movie about fucking Superman. So are we ever going to get a fucking story out of it?
God.
I agree with you. Thank you.
Great question.
And I'm just gonna pass.
I
that.
see Charlie
I'm gonna
rolling
pass
his
that
eyes.
to the next person to say anything about it.
Wait, is he
But-
done?
Wait, is he done? Hold on. No,
he is
give
done.
it. No, make sure.
Really, look at how close to time Ryan Reynolds played Wade Wilson to when he played Green Lantern.
he's never
There
gonna
was
play
no
Wade Wilson.
Fucking change.
That's not gonna happen.
You know, but
He kind of
there's
did,
been a
kind of
change.
not.
That was like a bit character as opposed to
Okay,
like
he was
Yeah.
a better
headlining
Wade
a
Wilson
movie.
than he was as Hal Jordan.
I agree with
Well,
that.
well,
If only they didn't fuck over Wade
Yeah.
Wilson.
Exactly.
Different argument.
All I gotta say is
done.
one of the
All right.
greatest comic book films ever made, Chasing Amy, and I think Ben Affleck did that like 15 years ago. He has, if anything, the cred to pull something like this off. He's not like one of those guys like Ryan Reynolds that, since that name has been thrown around so much, where you just throw him in a film, you throw him in fucking what is that other Wakandian film that came out, Blade. You know, you throw him in Blade 2 and Blade
Jesus
3, and
Are we
he's
talking
like,
about Wesley Snipes?
Oh my God.
no, I'm talking about Ryan Reynolds. He was, and
He
it's
was
like,
in Blade Trilogy.
yeah, you throw him in all these films.
Trinity.
You throw him in
What did I call it?
Trilogy.
and somehow you got cred in the geek sphere. Ben Affleck has been around for a long time. For all of you that don't know, I know he's been winning awards, winning what are those awards called? The MTV Music Awards? No, not the ones where you twerk and you get all naked and dance with teddy bears. But
How gross
Or a
was
giant
Miley
foam
Cyrus?
finger.
Yeah, she was so gross.
I just had to somehow angle it in. I'll
bring
leave that.
Miley Cyrus onto
She
this
was
podcast?
fingering with herself with a foam finger.
Continue.
Did we just silence Omar? Was that possible?
Are you done? Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
yeah. No, it's your turn.
A foam finger silenced Omar.
Yeah, I also hated Miley Cyrus. Anyway, so I don't know how this is even up for debate. Do I think that he'll suck? Yes. Do I hope that he sucks? No, absolutely not. Do I think that Zack Snyder will be able to put together a better movie directing Ben Affleck as Batman with Henry Cavill as Superman? Fucking hell no.
No.
But do I hope that they can? Absolutely. And what you are right about is that there are a lot of surprises. I thought that Chris Hemsworth was great casting for Thor, but before Thor became a movie, I was like, fucking Thor, this guy. I fucking couldn't, there's no way that I'll like this movie. I hate Thor. He throws a hammer. This guy's making a movie? How could this movie be any good? I fucking love Thor.
Yes. I wanted to grow my hair long and paint
Where?
and get it dirty blonde.
You're also quite Scandinavian,
I'll
so...
tell you, Chris Evans. There was a lot of hate for Chris Evans as Captain
still
America
there.
too.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
still-
wrong with you.
I still-
But
I'm still holding my hand up, and I like the actor. Don't get me wrong. I love Chris Evans as the actor.
he was one of those guys where people are like, this guy, he's nothing. He's look at him. He's not a big eyed dude, and he fucking got ripped for
He
that
got
movie.
so jacked. And
Yeah.
by the way, he played Human Torch in another Marvel movie.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
were hating on it,
Yeah.
and then
No, he was excellent in that one.
I didn't.
He was the best part in
as
those
Human
movies.
Torch.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, it was Jessica Alba, bro.
No,
Shit,
No.
she's
I
tied
hated-
for worst.
no, it's horrible.
No.
It should have
for
been.
worse with everything
Just-
else.
It should have been the
She just
girl.
needs to be on the screen.
It should have been the girl from Prometheus, the blonde. What's her from
Watts.
Italian Job? Italian Job.
She would have been like
Charlize Theron. Charlie, thank you, Brock. Thank you.
Oh,
That should have been
I'm
Sue.
the blondest. My bad.
You're a blondist.
Anyway,
No
so
hashtag before it.
It would if I was tweeting.
Okay.
So yes, I acknowledge the possibility for surprises, and in fact, I encourage it and invite it. I hope that it blows me away. I really hope that they crush it. Do I have faith that they will? No. Have crazier things happened? Absolutely. So,
will you see Man of Steel 2?
Well, okay, Ryan. I saw Daredevil and Fantastic Four, and I fucking saw Elektra, which not everybody else.
I didn't see Elektra.
Fucking all the old movies.
So will I see it? Yeah, but I was gonna see it before fucking Ben Affleck was played.
Yeah.
Does that make me more excited? No, it makes me less excited, but I'm still gonna see it. In fact, that might be Warner Brothers' biggest coup, is that my expectations are now lowered, so I'll go in it and I'll actually fucking love it.
Actually, they're like, these guys are still gonna watch the movie.
Exactly. My expectations are gonna be so low that it's gonna be like Wolverine, Wolverine, where I'm going to be like, my expectations are so low.
Well, Warner Brothers has such a low bar with Green Lantern.
There you go. And Man of Steel.
I believe my two most retweeted tweets of all time have both been about Man of Steel haters, and then replace it with Ben Affleck haters. I'll see you in line for Man of Steel 2.
I know. You tweet that all the time.
Because they're all going to go.
I know. It's so obnoxious that you keep retweeting that, though. It is so obnoxious.
You hate it, and you're going to go see the next one.
You know who retweets it? He makes fake accounts and then retweets himself.
You said you're going to go see it. You hated the first one. You're going to see the second one. You're part of the fucking problem. You're going to go see this movie regardless of how bad it is, right?
Wait. What is the problem, though?
Hey, Ryan, I think you skipped a turn. I still want to hear what Toby has to say.
No,
I'm not done.
He's not done.
No,
Jesus Christ.
What I'm saying is
we need time to talk about this, though.
We can do this next week because then I can read it.
No. Yeah, you still won't read it.
I will, dude. Fuck you.
So anyway, what I'm saying is so obnoxious about those tweets is that... yeah, I'm gonna see you in line, but I'm gonna see you in line if they cast, I don't know, Tom Hanks as fucking Batman.
Oh, fuck yeah!
All I'm saying is that it doesn't matter who they cast.
They could do his son as the Riddler,
because your sphere of influence on Twitter are people that read comics, and so of course we're all gonna Of course we're all gonna see it. Okay, of course we're all gonna stand in line and see it. And so there are very few people following you on Twitter that aren't familiar with the comic book universe.
My point was, people bitch and they said they hate it and oh my god, the movie was so bad. Ben Affleck is Batman. Why would they ever do this? And they're all going to be in line to watch it.
You know why they're going to be in line? So they can watch it and then go, "Yep, I was right," or "No, I wasn't."
That's fucking exactly right. I don't even agree with Brock that much, but that is exactly correct.
But if you look at Lobo, people don't need to. People are going to go see it because
are Lobo trades in print?
Sure, some of them are, but people aren't going to go see. It's the same thing. People bitch about it, but they're going to go see it regardless.
But Ryan,
something like Lobo, people bitch about it, but they would never buy it in the first place.
The annoying thing about your tweets is that it doesn't fucking matter that the movie will have people in line.
It's hypocritical. It's extremely hypocritical, and everyone does it, and it drives me crazy. If you didn't like the first one,
it's basically saying vote with your dollar. If it bothers you that much, don't pay money to go see the movie.
I didn't hate the first two Star Wars movies that much to not see the third one. Now, I didn't love them, but I didn't hate them. The hate for Man of Steel 1, why in the hell would you ever go see Man of Steel 2 when it's the exact same people? If you hate it, no, I'm not saying you, meaning you. I'm meaning you, meaning
you can even say me,
the internet crowd.
Because you want to see more superhero movies?
But if you hated the first one, why did you go see the second one?
Dude, because any fucking
I didn't like Daredevil.
Movie,
I'm not going to go see Elektra.
In our hobbyist lifestyle circle of influence or whatever, we're going to see it. If it's a superhero movie, we're going to go see it.
You can
fucking cast anybody and I'll go stand in line,
You can say the N-word. It's okay.
I am very hesitant to see Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, unless I hear... Like, Wolverine got me to actually go see... Because people said, no, this is actually really good. If people tell me, outside of Toby, that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is... Well, you loved the first one. And I hated the first one.
Wait, so you're not going to watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 because there's a Wakandan in it?
If I... Partially, but nothing to do with his race. I think it looks terrible.
Wait, the second one's about Miles Morales?
No, I think that is there's a perfect example of could you have a worst casting ever in the history of anything? Like, oh my god, that's not even...
Affleck?
Huh? No. No, in Spider-Man. That's just terrible.
But Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
If he gets behind a piano, I'll love the film.
Oh, that's who you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx?
I really was thinking about Miles Morales. I was like,
anyway,
when the fuck did he get into the movie?
It doesn't matter if everybody hates on Ben Affleck, if it's them saying that they are frustrated with the choice as opposed to being excited behind the choice. all the people fucking talking shit are going to go see it. But that doesn't mean that they're not frustrated with the choice. As opposed to, you get Peter Dinklage rumored and then eventually confirmed for Days of Future Past. Nobody's fucking hating. They don't even know what he's fucking playing. Everybody loves Peter Dinklage on Days of Future Past. So why can't you fucking get somebody that's going to be like getting people's excitement around it? You get Ben Affleck? Dude, there's over 75,000 people that signed this bullshit petition on change.org.
Well,
that is hilarious. That was hilarious. And you know what?
No, I think it's actually not cool. No. I actually think it's not cool.
WB is loving it.
That is so much promotion for them.
It's what they say in marketing. Bad press is always better than no press.
All 75,000 of those assholes are gonna be there opening weekend.
Yeah, but that's what's so obnoxious about your tweets is that we get it, Ryan.
Then why do it? Then why do it?
They're trying to
Did
formulate...
you guys just have this fight for you to agree to them?
Why sign petitions about replacing an actor of a movie? I'm giving you all the hand. Why?
Because you're the co-host.
Why sign a petition?
We're just guests
to replace an actor in a movie you're going to see regardless of who they've replaced him with. What if they replace him with someone worse? What if they're like, we're going to get like Johnny Knoxville to play Batman? How about that? I'm just
That'd be a whole different movie.
Picking a name out of a hat. You know, like
that'd be that Morrison Batman, right, with the weird costume.
And I'll tell you, Toby and Omar probably know a little bit about this. A casting director goes in it. They're not just like, no, Ben Affleck, he's not doing anything that weekend. Let's pick Ben Affleck. These guys have read it for the script. These guys have gone in there. They've talked to these guys. They've seen these guys. They see stuff that regular humans can't see in these actors.
There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes.
Sure. I'm not saying all casting directors are perfect, and I'm not saying this is the best choice of all time.
I'm sure there's some knee-jerking going on, too.
But the hate for Ben Affleck is just at levels I've never seen before and completely uncalled for. Now, Toby, go ahead.
Are you done?
Bryce is done.
I guess
Toby,
I'm
go ahead.
done.
Do you have closing calls?
Yeah,
2 lines?
Go, Toby.
All right.
Next.
We got it.
All right. We're talking about Ben Affleck, right? All right. Ben Affleck. I have no hate for the guy, as you all know. I actually generally like that guy, not in a sexual kind of way, but I like the guy as a an entertainer and so on.
He's kind of handsome. He has nice shoulders.
Yeah,
He's got a good chin for the cowl.
Yeah, he's got the butt chin.
When it comes down to it, though, I don't like the casting, and it's like I said, it's nothing to do with Ben. I don't see it. And it's the same reason why I didn't see Ryan Reynolds pulling it off. It's same as any of the other casting issues I have. Like Bryce, do I want to see a good movie? Yes. Would I want Ben to prove me wrong? Yes. I'm in. I mean, look.
Absolutely.
My opinion now may not be the opinion that when the movie comes out. If I were in charge, would I hire Ben? Probably not. Even though I like the guy, I don't think he's the right guy. If it was me, I would have dumped my buckets of loads to Fassbender, since Bale obviously doesn't want to do it. That's just my choice. Of course, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Fassbender might not even want to do it either. You know, Vets Bentley might not want to do it. I mean,
where did that name even come from?
Fassbender?
Has he talked about it or something? Or?
He was listed
Toby's
up
been
there.
thinking about this. That's how it came up, motherfucker.
That's a great fucking call. I would love to see Fassbender. How good is he as
Fassbender would be fucking excellent.
Fucking amazing.
Here's my thing about Batman. He needs to have that edge. Bale had it. I don't see Ben having that edge on him. Yeah, I also feel like in a ways Ben is actually too pretty for it. So you gonna have to clash with the pretty people in the movies. I don't like.
I just don't think that we're gonna see too much Bruce Wayne. People are thinking Bruce Wayne for the film. We're gonna see mostly just Dark Knight Batman.
I don't see it. I mean, you guys know I like Daredevil with all its flaws. I liked it. Whatever, and I like Ben Affleck as a worker, and all this bullshit about him being proven that he's ready for it. That's bullshit because Ben Affleck's been there all the time. He's been talent all this time. It's just till now he directed 2 movies. All everybody's now is like, oh no, he can do it now. It's just because he directed 2 fucking movies. I mean, come on, man. You guys should have been there to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been talent all this time. Why you hating him from the beginning? It was just because
he did a lot of bad movies.
Yeah, he did fucking Jiggly and was it? Jiggly?
Reindeer Games.
Yeah, yeah, and he dated Jennifer Lopez. Whatever. He's got some hate, but I mean that dude has been a hardworking dude for forever now. So it's not about him making 2 movies or successful 3 movies directing wise that made him like A-list guy now. I mean that doesn't change the fact that he's still Ben Affleck. So again, I have no hate for the guy. Am I ready to be proven wrong? Sure. Do I think he's the right guy? As of right now, no. And it might not change. I mean, Ryan Reynolds didn't change shit for me. I still think it should have been Chris Pine.
Well, it's
again, Chris Pine would have said no to the... I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going on, right?
To what you said, what Bryce was saying about your tweets, is basically you're saying everyone's hypocritical. It's not that we're hypocritical. It's Toby says that we want to be proven wrong. We want to go see. We want firsthand knowledge of this information. So how is that hypocritical that we're going to be in line for this movie, even though we're saying we're not necessarily sure or unsure of this, but we want to see it?
Exactly.
So you're saying they're hypocrites, but they're basically just voicing their opinion.
You saw the first movie. You didn't like it. You didn't like the casting of the second movie. Why would you see this movie?
Because it's a fucking superhero movie, dude.
You know what?
It's not complicated.
You know what? It's Hope Man. That's why we were hopeful.
I mean, this is where it's different. I actually like
exactly that Hope Man bullshit is the exact reason. Why the hell would you ever? Okay, if I saw a movie in the first one I thought it was awful, and then I saw the casting for the second one and it's awful, I would not go see it.
I know,
and that the Amazing Spider-Man thing is the exact.
You're a fucking idiot for that, but okay.
I hated the first movie.
I liked Amazing Spider-Man.
I think Jimmy Fox. No, what the fuck? And to me, I'm like, I have no interest in Amazing Spider-Man. Now, if I hear opening weekend, people are like, "Holy shit, that was really good." Then I'll go see it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see you, Ryan, going behind the camera. No, fucking Jamie Foxx.
Otherwise, maybe on a budget weekend, I'll go see it. Maybe I'll watch it on DVD or get it on
Fantastic
Netflix.
Four, the movie Fantastic Four?
I did.
Okay, did you like it?
It was not the best.
Did you see Fantastic Four 2?
I did. And it was pretty
then
terrible.
What the fuck, dude? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Daredevil, though, was a case where I was like, that was really bad. And I didn't see Elektra.
Okay, so I'm trying to make a parallel here to
Electra's
you had high
bad,
expectations for the first one.
Really
It
bad.
didn't live up to them. You're going to go see the second one because, dude, it's a fucking superhero movie and we're excited about it.
But I'm not sitting here going, that was the worst movie ever. That's the worst casting ever. Yeah, that. And that's what people do.
I need you to back up off of this, like, crazy rant that you're going on. Nobody's getting so crazy these arm motions that you guys should have seen the arm motions that Ryan did. He was like he was doing the wave by himself. He was a stadium of people
Give him
by
a little
himself.
credit.
I've never seen.
No, but Ryan hangs out in front of a fucking computer all day long, so all that shit goes through his head.
I've never seen Ryan like b-boy before. He was doing like some shit like this, like this. He's like
exactly. He was popping and locking.
I've been getting a hand all night.
So anyway,
No, that was going to everyone.
That ridiculous scenario that you're saying that we're all yelling about how angry we are. No, Omar and I walked out of there, and Omar was being a gentleman and walking Kelly and I to our car. So, and we're both just like, wow, that was just disappointing. We didn't hate it. There was no arms being waved,
Again,
Ryan.
not necessarily aimed at you.
It doesn't matter. It's the exact
royal
same,
you.
It's the exact same point where we expected more. We were hoping for more.
Sure.
We were disappointed. We're going to go see the second one.
I mean, okay, Iron Man 3 was so bad that if it's the same director,
That's wrong before you even finish your sentence.
if it's the same director and the same people involved in the fourth one, again, I don't know. I don't know if
Is there going to be a fourth one?
No, not right now.
I don't think so.
But that's what I'm saying. It is when something is so spoiled, and I tell people this with comic books too. If you read 20 issues in a row and you hate it, why do you keep reading?
I love the character.
Because X-Men Legacy hasn't gone to 20.
Anyways, to your credit though, Ryan, I mean, after Daredevil, I gave the director a chance just because I like the director's cut and I don't think it's as horrible as everybody says it is. By Ghost Rider, no, that's fine.
I like the director's cut.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but by Ghost Rider, I'm like, okay, this guy really doesn't make movies the way I want to see him. So, I gave him the follow-up chance, but two of them in a row. One I kind of liked, and one I really didn't like. So yeah, next time Mark Steven Johnson makes a movie, probably not going to watch it. I'll be honest about it. Yeah. But to finish my point on fucking Ben Affleck,
on Ben Affleck or on fucking Ben Affleck?
On fucking Ben Affleck.
Okay, just checking.
All right. I like the fella. But anyways, I think it's fucked up that all these people would sign this fucking thingy to get him removed. I know all publicity is good publicity, but how fucked up? What if Ben Affleck genuinely is like, fuck, I'm gonna fucking nail this shit out of the park, and all these assholes are like, fuck you, Ben, we hate you, we don't want you to. I think it's fucked up.
Let's be honest.
What?
Dude, Ben Affleck is going to do anything better than fucking Zack Snyder. So he's going to have some influence. He'll have some say on it.
I have a lot of issues with Zack Snyder, but I like Superman. He proved me wrong on that.
I think,
but that's a whole different discussion. Anyways.
Hold on. I think, especially if you work at this point, if you're working on these nerd films and stuff like that, you have to expect just horrible shipping slung at you.
I just
no matter what.
I just think it's fucked up. I mean,
I do too.
Say you start a new job and the first thing you realize is like there's fucking 500 million people going, fuck you.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. No, I'm totally there with you.
And while we're on this whole Bryan Cranston thing, Excellent fucking actor.
Yes.
No. We brought him
Bryan
up
Cranston.
Yes, we brought him up. It was brought up.
No, I know, but what are we on?
Well, we're rumored as Lex Luthor.
He's rumored as Lex Luthor.
Really?
Yeah. So,
you think that's not going to happen?
if he's going to get hired, it's cool. You know,
That would be
is he
awesome.
an excellent actor? Yes. Would he be awesome for it? Quite possibly.
Is that because we're used to him with the shaved head, though?
Dude, he'll be like the best.
Exactly my point.
That's-
exactly my point. Just because he was playing a fucking shaved head guy, and he has hair in real life, by the way, guys.
No one would-
He's not a bald dude.
No one would ever have suggested him prior to Breaking Bad.
Isn't he a redhead?
Yes.
Yes, he is. So let's have him with long
funny.
locks, Alexander Luthor version. Dude, that would be the shit,
That would be
bro.
pretty-
I like how your arms went down to your waist.
You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty fun.
Charlie has been really quiet.
No. Let me finish, though. Let me.
He's ready. He's ready to
He's
explode.
gonna explode, but let me finish though. But just because he's an excellent bald actor doesn't mean fucking we need him as Lex Luthor right away.
Well, a lot of times, like Michael Rosenbaum, he was like, "I will never do this role again." Like,
Yeah.
I
He
refuse.
can't do that role against.
No. But I mean, like, he's like, "I will never."
I've
shave
worked
my
with
head
him before,
again.
by the way.
Yeah, you told me that.
Smallville.
He just said,
He
"I
was
will."
great. He was a great
He
young
was a good Luthor.
He was
Lex.
Lex Luthor. But he said, "I will never shave my head
Luthor
again."
from
He's
Smallville.
like, I stopped doing it because I didn't want to shave my head anymore. Like, he hated it. And I'm sure Bryan Cranston done this.
Well, here's the thing though. He's not bald though.
No, I know,
He
I
has
know.
hair.
Sure,
It's like
yeah.
everybody's. He's fucking Lex Luthor.
But there are
Like,
no good bald actors.
it's like you could shave
Unbelievable.
anybody's head. You could shave Brock's head. He could be Lex Luthor.
He's got the red hair.
And Brock's a ginger, too.
Yeah.
So it would be like...
I'd have to.
You're already working
I'd have
on
to slim down a little
You're already
bit more.
slimming down as you're
No,
doing all
you have
fucking
that.
good
You have that Silver Age kind of heavier.
There we
on
go.
the
Brock
bulky one?
Sager's the new fucking Lex Luthor in
Can I
next
get
upcoming
it?
movies.
Dude, if I play it, I gotta get the green and purple suit.
I mean,
Yeah, I like that. Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly. Frank Quietly drives everybody chubby. You're good.
anyways, Bryan Cranston, excellent actor, big Breaking Bad fan, but guys, please, not every bald, excellent actor has to be fucking Lex Luthor in the next coming.
Charlie.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what to expect now. You've been so quiet.
So
He's holding it in.
Well, no.
Giant Charlie.
Gentle
to
Giant's
me,
gonna
what
wait
it-
now.
What it really comes down to is I don't think I've watched anything Ben Affleck's been in like a decade.
He hasn't done a whole lot.
You didn't watch any of the good movies he's done?
No.
Oh my
His
god!
last two
No,
movies
I
have been
literally
good.
have
And
not-
that,
Fuck
it was
yourself.
A good choice.
I literally have not watched anything with him, and I was thinking about this after it was announced. I'm like, I don't see it, but I'm also basing it on the stuff he did. And
Look, I got
there's
the town.
a
I'll bring that
lot
over.
of actors recently who I would have. Okay, I'm going to take this to Bruce Campbell just because I
dear.
can. So Bruce Campbell, I've always known from Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Briscoe County Jr., always been a very sort of physical, comedic type. Like Bruce Campbell in most movies I've seen him in just plays Bruce Campbell the badass. And that's kind of what I expected from him. That's part of the reason I'm a big fan of his. But I was actually really impressed with his actual acting ability in last season, not the current season of Burn Notice, but last season of Burn Notice. They gave him some actual scenes that had more than just being Bruce Campbell the badass. And I kind of went, wow, he actually can act more than just Bruce Campbell the badass.
I'm hoping for that.
And that's kind of where I'm coming from with Ben Affleck is yes, I kind of see Ben Affleck's characters in movies being very similar. Like it's not like I go see this character. It's like, no, it's just Ben Affleck, but they're calling him this in this movie
I think
versus that. in
early
this.
on,
Cage.
I think early on that was definitely
Yeah.
a fault of his.
And I don't know where he's evolved to since then, because obviously he's done a lot more work since then. So I'm open to be proved wrong. I'm kind of hoping it can work. I'm glad they're going with an older actor, so you have that established Batman, because year one Batman would not be as interesting a
Definitely.
movie.
He would die. It would be a 30-second movie.
They
It'd be a
gotta
short
move
film.
on from that shit though. It's
Yeah.
they gotta just move on.
So doing a more seasoned Batman, a Batman that should already have his gadgets worked out, a Batman who's probably studied everything there is to know about Superman before ever setting foot in Metropolis, kind of thing. I'm all for it. I think this could be the way to go. I'm kind of hoping that it changes my opinion of Ben Affleck. So,
Well, you said with Bruce Campbell, they gave him an opportunity to
yeah, exactly.
kind of show the other thing. So this is kind of Ben Affleck's opportunity to kind of
Yeah.
show us that he can, potentially have the cojones to do this.
Yeah. So
Not just for like the
that's kinda where I'm coming
filmmakers
from.
and the artsy people, the people that
Yeah.
want to watch like politically driven films and artsy films.
now-
You know, you hit it on the nail with the season one, because I really don't want to see another Zack Snyder origin story, because, I mean, we know how bad those are.
Shut up, Rock.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about Ben Affleck here. We're not talking about Zack Snyder here.
I gave Diane props. The first thing when I saw it was going to be Batman vs Superman, I said, genius. You put Batman in a title of a title of a film, Batman vs Superman. You start with that for Man of Steel Part 2, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman.
No,
Fucking
Man of Steel,
genius.
World finest.
I don't think they're going to be world's finest.
They're better than those
No,
motherfuckers.
it's going to be Batman versus Superman.
Batman has a better brand.
But the question now is, Man of Steel 2, Avengers 3, or Avengers 2. I'm sorry, or Superman. Superman, Star Wars 7.
I have my
What's your
fucking
all of them. All of them.
I have my vote.
What's your number one?
Fast and Furious fucking 7, yo.
Which you have to watch now.
Which I now have to see because Tony Jaa's going to be in it, so I will now be watching a Fast and Furious movie. So congratulations, you got me. Bryce,
Yeah.
we're all running a little bit longer than I'd like to, so keep it short. Your intro of your
On your intro, you can take
defend
as
it
much
after.
time as it takes after. But
Just the intro has to be short.
Defend your dissertation later.
So I meant to spend the last 7 days of my life reading nothing but synopses of Second Coming to hear other people's opinions and shoot holes in all the haters, stories and arguments. He said half sarcastically.
Your pick was X-Men Second Coming.
So I'm sorry, my pick was X-Men Second Coming. I waxed and waned for the people that know what that means all month long.
I'm a Cocteau Twins fan, I understand.
Well done. Anyway, between whether or not I should have stuck with Second Coming or picked Messiah Complex. As those of you that listen to that podcast may remember when I chose it, I was really having a tough time deciding between Messiah Complex and Second
we don't have
That's
enough-
why, Bryce, I was reading all of it.
We don't have enough time for you to talk about why you didn't pick the thing you didn't pick.
the same exact thing you did last time.
Okay, you picked X-Men Second
it's
Coming.
a different audience. Well,
Bryce,
it's probably the same.
you picked X-Men Second Coming, which is an X-Men event from a couple years ago.
Okay, so
Who has read this? Bryce, you're last. Who has read this and wants to talk about it?
I do, of course.
I've read it.
Go ahead. When do you go?
Okay, so I would like to start clockwise after me so that I can go last.
Okay,
Tobias,
so
you are
Toby?
going next week because you did not read it. But I would like to get Tobias's opinion
Because
on
I'm fucking-
Messiah Complex and the half of Messiah War that he's read.
Yes.
Because as
I'm gonna
everybody
read the whole
knows,
fucking
this
trilogy.
it's the third part of a trilogy, and I was having a tough time deciding between do I pick the first part of the trilogy or the third part.
Yes.
The first part doesn't really get you the full conclusion.
Okay, so Toby.
That's why I'm reading all of it,
Okay,
fucking Bryce, man.
Toby.
And the third part maybe makes you intrigued enough to go back and read the first part.
I had
I'm
to
not
fucking
sure.
text Charlie at midnight going, are you up? Can I come over and change the books with you? And he wouldn't respond. I got really nervous. I'm like,
Because he was with his wife.
yeah,
and
but
she
then-
was like, "Who's
yeah,
this
but
Tobias?"
I knock
Fugue?
on the window sometimes.
Okay.
I really want to read my books, right? So I got really nervous when he fucking
Don't
would
read my
respond.
books. And his wife was like, "Okay, what kind of freaky euphemisms are going on?"
Toby.
here?
Yes. I actually have a key to Charlie's house. Charlie doesn't know.
No. Let's go. Let's
You
go to
didn't get a
Charlie.
chance to read it.
He hasn't read it.
So Charlie.
So, I know I've talked about this book before, at least a little bit on the podcast when we were doing the X-Men Extinction big thing. I'm a big fan of this entire trilogy. I thought Second Coming was fantastic. I love the use of a lot of the sort of classic X characters that I read tons of in the 90s. I thought this entire trilogy was the closest I've seen to reminding me of those old events like the Executioner song and all those. I love this trilogy. And I think going to Second Coming specifically, as a huge Cable fan, this had plenty of Cable. He shined tons. I love Soldier Cable. I love the fact that he kept looking at every situation, the whole 7 exits, and yeah. I'm a big fan.
No, we still on the Brock rating scale, or was it going to
No,
be?
this month it's
Bryce
Bryce
rating.
Thank you, Tobias.
So
Exactly.
I'm
Out of 10
I'm
Bryces.
I love how you call him Tobias.
in terms of
It is my name.
this particular Second Coming, I would go ahead and give, I'm going to say 8.5 Bryces. The trilogy,
8.5.
I like
the
where this is
trilogy in itself, altogether, though, I would give about 9.5.
Oh, dude.
9.5!
I totally agree. The trilogy as a whole, I wish that I could have chosen the whole trilogy, but Omar was complaining alone about Second Coming.
No, fuck him. I'm with you with the trilogy.
Dude, the whole trilogy is fucking amazing.
It's
I just
awesome.
didn't feel it was within
I
the
can
right
see just
to choose.
Ryan is over there all quiet. He's like, we're talking about
Thank
Marvel.
you, Charles.
No,
Are you done, Charles?
Sure.
don't look at me. I didn't read it. I mean, I read this when it was coming out. Apparently,
Wait, are you fucking kidding me?
No, I didn't even realize it was this week. I thought it was next year.
Hey, does it mean that he's
Dude,
good? Hey, Ryan, are you going to read it for next week so we can talk about it?
I read your choice.
I'll talk about it
you
next week.
Motherfucker.
No, I seriously flipped through it earlier today, and I'm like, I apparently don't remember a single thing from this entire book because nothing
That's how
in
much
there.
fucking love he gives you. He's
Nothing
like,
looked
fucking, I'll flip
familiar.
through
Not
it.
only does that hurt my feelings,
Exactly.
Ryanus, but it hurts my soul.
I will read it next week. Brock, what did you think of this?
I read it when it came out in single issues, and I enjoyed it. And rereading it was nice because, I read the synopsis in the front of the book because I was like, well, I don't own Messiah War and I own Messiah Complex, but I can't get Messiah War, so I'll just read the synopsis. But I do. The trilogy as a whole is really, really good. Second Coming is a nice ending to the trilogy.
Is this the Brock we know?
There is Marvel books I do enjoy, and it's a really good setup for a lot of it sets up the potential that Marvel could have had after this, but didn't deliver with.
There's the Brock.
Yes, there we go. So, I mean, if I was to give it a rate, I'd probably give it 7.5 Bryce's. So I know on the blog. 11 people voted, and we decided that Bryce was like 6 of those people. But 79% of people really enjoyed it. 18% hated it, and 9%, which is one person, was indifferent. So, but overall, I think as a whole, I Marvel should keep this in print.
As a hardcover, I just looked it up. I was looking at Charlie and like, fucker, he has these nice hardcovers I'm borrowing. I just realized I can't really get these hardcovers. That I have to resort to these soft covers.
The soft covers aren't bad. I mean, I have
They're the
Messiah
same. They're
Complex
just soft
and I
covers.
have Second Coming. But
Touching
they're
your
really...
voice, Charlie.
It's sad that Marvel doesn't keep the good stories like this in print.
Well, they do.
So.
All these are in print.
Well, in soft
I
covers.
said
You
Messiah
said they
Complex was out of print.
That one was out of print. I meant, yeah,
The whole
this one
trilogy.
is. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll probably go back and reread Messiah War and Messiah Complex.
No, you won't.
I will. I own it. Like, I will read it. It was good, Marvel X-Men.
We'll see.
So, I mean, not as apparently good as 350, but, you know.
That's true. Oh, I might have to go back and revise that statement.
That's why I was confused.
But that single issue, I stand by that statement.
Okay. All right.
Because this was a great story, but that single issue...
Is that inside this?
You know what I
No,
would love to
he's
hear
talking
is
to
what
the
the next
Gambit
person in
one.
line thought.
So, X-Men Second Coming. This is like a big X-Men event book. Just so you guys know, me getting back into comics was another big X-Men event book. It was House of M. That was like
I was like the real beginning
to
of
this.
Yeah, well, because for me, like, House of M was like, holy shit, I've been missing out on this shit. I need to get back in it. Because I've been always reading the graphic novels, like, ever since I quit, you know, like, this is like when someone going into the shop and picking up, like, a $40 book with, like, 130 pages. I don't know how many.
$40 because hardcover's $40.
This was $34.99. So,
$39.99.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's heavier, though.
Yeah, I know. This is a lot nicer. This is Charlie size. Oh.
So, for me, how this measured up to my first experience reading the monthlies again, because like I've always been buying the graphic novels, I never stopped doing that. I was impressed, and I was like, "Damn, why didn't I do that?" My only experience of this whole storyline of X-Men Second Coming was the whole arc, Uncanny X-Men 523, 525 with Fraction and Dodson's. I like the Dodsons. I love them more during like Excalibur days. Like, but for me, it's just not. It wasn't a mature enough feel to what everybody else is doing here. If you look at what Ribic did, if you look at what the New Mutants book, Robertson's fucking incredible.
Dark.
Very dark. This is some deep. They killed off like the fucking the holy man of X-Men. They killed off Nightcrawler. I mean, it needs to be treated with a lot of respect.
Spoiler, mother.
Oh, sorry. Well, this book has only been out for I don't know how long. Like,
and by the time you finish it, he'll be back
6
alive,
years ago.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm going to try to keep it really, really short. What I didn't like about it, creator-wise, I didn't like Fraction and Dodson. I didn't like Gary Land. I loved every cover that fucking Addy Grenoff touched is fucking genius. Like he needs to be on covers all the time.
Yep.
Sorry, Finch, I love you. When I see you again, I'll give you a hug. But you just need to stick to covers because you don't have enough time to do what you want to do. Because all you do is like these fucking shit where people are like looking around like a poster. You could do posters and covers, but you can't do action because people school you. The guy that looked up to you more than anybody was Jason Fabok, and he's like past you like by leaps and bounds. Who else do I love? Of course, Yost and Kyle.
Fuck yeah.
Incredible.
X23 creators, by the way.
Speaking of people that Mr. Master Higgins hates, like Sunspot and Cannonball, they have some of the best moments, like, oh, we're fighting a Nimrod. That is like the best shit. Like when you're reading a book and you have that kind of comic relief. I'm glad that was personified.
I don't hate them.
This title.
You made fun of them last.
Oh yeah,
I always make fun of them.
You did.
I don't know why they're in the Avengers, but that's besides the point.
It's because you're hating on them because like you wish was it Firestar was in the Avengers? Then
Speedball.
You like the Avengers or Speedball or Night Thrasher maybe.
Original Nova. Night Thrasher's mine.
Yeah. It was a cool book. It felt very epic when I was reading it. Hope, I really didn't know shit about her really, and now I do. A few people touched on Cable. Cable's a great character that just like comes and goes. I like that. He has it keeps him that mysteriousness of him alive. Whereas Wolverine, everyone knows his fucking first and last name. Like that's just boring. Like,
so how many Bryces?
How many Bryces? I give at least 8.
Ooh.
At least 8.
There you go.
Okay, Bryce. Now I have to be back here at like 6 a.m, so we've got about 12 hours. Sorry, we have about
I think that I might be able to wrap this up within 12 hours.
We have about 10 hours. So let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you think of the book?
So
you picked it, so I'm assuming you liked it.
Again, shockingly, I liked it. Look, if I had my choice, if this was the not the Ryan Higgins podcast, if this is the Bryce podcast, not only would we have fewer viewers or listeners, but we would certainly have picked the whole trilogy. Yeah, I mean, Omar touched on a lot of things. I mean, Tobias, Charles, and Brodrick. Also, is that what it's short for?
Yeah, no, my name is Brock. There's not short for
Brodrick.
Not
I like it. That's your new name now.
That's good secret origin for our listeners.
Yes,
not short for anything.
Yeah,
anyway,
sure, Brock.
I really liked it. I was waxing and waning between Messiah Complex, which I thought was good for a lot of similar reasons as Second Coming. Messiah War, I really liked, but I'm a huge X-Force fanboy, so I didn't want to impose that upon all of the listeners and people that would have been reading it anyway. I mean, I love Deadpool, I love Cable, I love X-Force.
But Obak and Choya, they're like the best. Like many people don't even know that they're like the fucking married, most incredible, talented married couple in the biz.
Did not know that.
Yes.
But anyway, I loved it. The point is that I loved all 3 of the stories, and I was trying to decide: do you start people off on the third part of the trilogy so that they get introduced to the whole story and want to read
Sonya's
more?
A hottie.
Or do they, do you introduce them to the first part of the trilogy and hope that they read more? I wanted, as I mentioned to Ryan earlier, I wanted to bring my Carrie some love, and he wasn't in Messiah Complex. So I chose Second Coming because I think he's a really underrated writer of the X universe.
He's really good.
But yeah, I think that this was one of those highlights that I mentioned a couple weeks ago, where the X-Men universe hasn't really had such great talent in its family as it did during this trilogy, and as it has currently, or as it had before. I like.
You're flowing so hard right now, but I can just say, was it something that was like impressed upon you? You were going to pick something that was non-Bendis.
How do you mean? You got to know that I was going to choose an X-Men related story. There was no X-Men related stories before Bendis got off Avenger, or before. I'm confused. What do you mean Bendis, non-Bendis?
No, I actually thought.
Don't listen to him. He's just fucking with your mind right now. Continue on.
There's no X-Men
Continue.
Bendis
Just
stories. What do
continue
you
on.
mean?
Just continue on.
Continue,
Fucking
continue.
your mind.
Isn't all new X-Men by Bendis?
Just shut up. Continue, Bryce.
No,
Stop
you're
flowing.
listening.
I
Just
fucked it.
stop
I was
listening
fucking
to
with
them.
you.
Jesus.
Keep going, please.
Omar killed it. If we had any chance of getting in under 12 hours.
Here, I'll help you out. You were gonna pick between this and this and this, but this
Anyway,
is what.
so I give it 10 out of 10 Bryces.
Whoa!
No. For reals though, I probably would give it 9.5 out of 10. I wouldn't like to give anything 10 out of 10 except for maybe Kingdom Come, and there's very few stories that I would give 10 out of 10.
Wow.
And maybe Infinity. Just kidding.
Why isn't this the cover of the book? I'm just curious.
Well, what?
Why isn't this the
That's a
cover of
pretty
the book,
sexy
but
book.
it's this?
Because I like David Finch more than that artist.
It's not Ribic, dude. He's fucking...
That's not Ribic.
This is Ribic.
Is it Ribic?
This is Ribic.
No, I disagree. I don't think it
Second
is.
coming, prepare.
Wait, do I get my 2 cents today, or am I doing my
No,
whole
I would
spiel
like to
next
hear your
week?
2 cents. But anyway, I just wanted to say the choosing this was more of a point of pointing out that this was a coalition of great talent on the X titles that we do not have now, and we didn't have before this trilogy, that we had during this trilogy. And so could I have chosen this whole trilogy? I would have preferred.
That's what I did.
But I just wanted to bring the reader's attention to this trilogy, and there's a lot of X-Men hate post-90s because it got so 90s-ized.
His eyes.
I think I realized why I didn't recognize anything in here. I think at that time I was only reading Uncanny X-Men. And X-Force. I don't think I was reading any of the other
Well, I
books.
mean, the majority,
especially not the Mike Carey.
I mean, Force.
Great example. No. So yes and no. This story, as you will find out, spoiler alert, led to Remender's X-Force. I mean, it was already being made
Separate.
famous by Clayton Crane and Craig Kyle and Chris Yost. And they were doing a great job on it. But at the end of this came the Remender Opena X-Force, which is just like
amazeballs.
greatness built on greatness, which was why we have an Uncanny X-Force title now.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
So the whole thing was all good, and I don't know. I guess there's a lot of haters of Greg Land. I actually love Greg Land. I mean, Ryan told me once he got in trouble for copying off somebody like Maxim or something like that. I still love it. I think it was great. Fraction, great writer. Zeb Wells, meh, but good, fine.
Bryce, I know what you're trying to say. This book culminates all of what was going on in X-Men for a couple of years with Cable, with Uncanny X-Force, with Uncanny X-Men, with a lot of great talent on these books, and this culminated all of that work what they were working towards.
Kind of.
Is that a question or a statement? There was no Uncanny X-Force at this time, but other than that, you're totally right. Nope. This started Uncanny X-Force.
Dude,
it was X-Force.
No,
That's
X-Force,
why I
I'm sorry.
like
I'm sorry,
this.
that's
The
my bad.
end page.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god! Wait a minute.
I know.
No, so okay, Cyclops. The last conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Cyclops.
That's a sexy
Now
shot.
no one will know.
That's a sexy shot. That's a sexy shot.
Tobias hasn't read it yet.
No, but I know this because I own this issue.
When I read it, I was like, mind
I owned a
blown.
single issue.
Dude, that
Yeah.
was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Wolverine's like, fuck off, psych. Go enjoy yourself. Enjoy that mint. I got Phantom X and fucking Ava.
Go share your bed with the White
Psylocke is
Queen.
right up front. That's very nice.
The Dodsons just don't match within this book, though, I feel. When you read
which
through
ones?
it, the Dodsons, when you read through this book, it's like Dodsons is like, I want to see naked ladies.
Don't
and
hate on the Dotson. Dotson can draw.
What, am I mind blanking?
It's just not. It's just not mature enough for this type of feel of story. I think.
Dotson can be very mature. I can show you a book.
Anyway, I give it 9.5 out of 10 Bryces.
Nice.
Although I would probably give that to the whole series. I wish that Bendis. I hope that they're culminating to some great epic thing. I don't know if they are. Battle of Atom. I dislike Art Adams, so I don't really have a lot of hope for it.
I love Art Adams.
Although I hope, just like Man of Steel 2, that it's good. But I don't know. I'm a huge X-Men fan. Not a secret, and I hope that they do a great job.
All right. Next week, me and Toby will come back and talk about our stuff.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's give our
on,
listeners.
No, we're not done. We're not
pick,
done.
brother.
We are not
Omar's
done.
pick.
Yeah.
Drum roll for the Omar.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We need
Oh.
Omar's pick.
Omar pick.
Omar pick.
Oh gosh, so much pressure.
Omar.
I spent I'll be honest with you, 2 hours in my man cave looking through the books that I felt were worthy.
It's gonna be Jim Ballard's Tarot.
I got it down to 3 books,
Well, I hope you got it down to one.
Yeah,
book.
get it down to one.
No. It was a game
book
time
bullshit.
decision.
No more 3-book bullshit.
No, it was a game time decision. I came in here and
time out. Wait till my pick is going to be like a 20-book decision.
Jesus.
I came in here and I looked on the shelves and I saw what was available, and I just looked at the trades and I felt like this is the one that people need to read. And
It's called Green Lantern Rebirth.
no, I'll save that. I'll save that for
Charlie Man.
for Chuck. We're the pick of the month for me. It's going to be Justice League Earth 2. I know
Grant
it
Morrison?
sucks.
Grant Morrison?
Fantastic.
I know it sucks. It's Morrison and
Actually, one of
quietly
the
again.
Morrison books I liked.
But
I'm happy. I'm thrilled.
but
I've read this book like 10 times.
Another reason
read
why I picked it is because I looked at the girth of this book and I feel like we need like half of it.
We need to give him a break,
right.
price-wise and page-wise.
Omar, that's not even the girth of the book. Put that together. This is the girth of the book right
Holy
Ev-
shit.
Everyone online could see Toby holding up these 3 books.
3 bucks. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for
now. 3 inches thick.
I'm joking, of course.
thank you for listening, everybody. But I'm giving you a book that I think is very readable and rereadable. Like,
and I fucking own the book, so this is awesome.
Master Higgins has said that he read it like 10 times. I read it probably
And-
about the same amount.
And there's a cartoon.
And very good timing, too, because the return of the Crime Syndicate of America.
Holy shit! Forever Evil.
Forever Evil.
How did I do that? That's weird. That's so weird.
Oh, very good.
Bryce
Very
is
good
like,
pick.
I gotta
It
read
is the Graham
quietly.
Morrison.
I gotta
I'm thinking
look
of
at
the right one,
Riley
right?
artwork.
It's the Graham Morrison one, right? I'm thinking of the right one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I
own that
just
book.
finished. I just read it for the first time this year.
Yeah, it's a graphic novel by Grant Morrison and Frank Wiley that came out while he was still working on Justice League.
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, Crime Syndicate's huge during Forever Evil.
don't
So
remember. Is it
this
in
is a
the
book you guys
hardcover?
should read during that.
What was that, Charlie?
I don't remember. Is it in the hardcovers
Yes.
they did for the Morrison run?
No, it's
No, I
it's
don't
a
believe
single
so.
hardcover.
It's all single.
Yeah, it's a
I
graphic
can
novel.
loan you that one, Charlie. I can return the favor.
Yeah, it's a graphic novel. Yeah.
No problem.
It's like
I
a
know I've read it.
original
I
one.
just
It's awesome. You'll appreciate it.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I
it's
own
pretty
it.
Sure, I will.
It's very mature.
Morrison and Quietly. I love Morrison and Quietly.
Oh,
Let me rephrase that.
Well, hold
I
on.
love
Hold
Morrison.
on. Toby liked it, so
Yeah.
that should
does
tell
that-
you
what does that
something.
mean?
He
Do we
hates.
both like
He doesn't
Gambit?
like Morrison or Quietly.
yeah. Actually, I think I like Morrison. I just don't like his books.
My other two
I listen to him anytime. Like anytime he goes on a podcast or wants to speak, fucking, I'll listen for hours.
Yeah.
my other picks, just so you guys know, and I don't think
s-
they're going to be picks.
Save them because
No one's going to pick them. I don't think.
No,
We-
save it for your next pick.
It's
I read
We-
this back in March.
Yeah, there you go. It's We Three, which is the same creators.
Not a Morrison book.
Because it's fun and
It's got
cute,
animals.
and I think girls will like it, even though not many girls are listening.
Hold on. Did you just say We Three is fun and cute?
Yes,
Did you read like the third issue?
Ryan,
of course I have.
Ryan, this is Omar we're talking about.
I like Demented. I'm a quarter
I
Japanese,
guess.
so I'm sorry.
That book has some very, very intense, amazing artwork.
Yes, yeah. He was on his game there.
Yeah.
He was on his game there. Anyways, yeah.
All right. Well, good pick.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to those questions. We'll try to get some more next week. Maybe we'll go back to some of these. Before we do wrap up, though, real quick.
My pleasure.
I've mentioned this podcast many times. My lament that our comics conspiracy digital storefront through Comixology is one that a lot of people have trouble getting to because it currently is not set up to work on Apple products or it's running through an old Flash site.
Yeah, that doesn't run very well.
No,
Yeah,
it's a lot of issues. However, this weekend we received an email saying that this week all the digital storefronts will be changing over to a brand new format that supports HTML5, which means you can now read it on all your iProducts. You can purchase your books through our brand new storefront. And they're, as always, will be available on every device you have Comixology on, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone or your computer or Android phone or whatever you have. We don't know the specifics yet. However, it sounds like it's going to be this week. I'm hoping it's live for Wednesday. So check my Twitter or check the Comics Conspiracy site. Or you can always go to digital.comicsconspiracy.biz, and that should forward you to the site. If it comes up Wednesday, we'll make a lot of announcements about it. So keep an eye out for that. And then next week, hopefully, we'll have a lot to say about it, assuming it gets transferred over properly. So very, very, very excited, very happy. I know we have a lot
There
of.
should be some nice links to the sales and all that. If they
I hope
get it up
we
right.
have. There are many things in the Comixology site, like the bundles, the sales of the subscriptions. I hope we get access to all those. We'll find out very soon.
Well, you could always buy the sales. I'm just hoping for nice banner ads.
Yes. My understanding was we are supposed to basically have the same site Comixology has, just with our name on it. And if that's the case, then fantastic.
That will make me very happy because even as somebody who's on the podcast and all that, it's a pain in the ass right now to buy anything through the digital
It is.
You'll still have to buy through on the computer.
It's an old slow site. Well, we don't know. I mean, there's no app for it. The reason the Comixology site that we go through right now, we basically get Apple's cut. If you buy through our storefront, we get the cut Apple would get from the app. Okay. So there's no app to go through. You can't do that. However, you go through our storefront. You can still go through it right now. The old HTML, the old Flash site, and you still get stuff through there. And we get basically Apple's cut, roughly. So
Apple doesn't get a cut.
Well, because you're going through our storefront. If
Apple
you buy through
only
the
gets
app,
a cut if you buy it through the Comixology app on an iDevice.
Yeah.
So same with Droid.
Yeah. And Windows gets or
Windows,
Microsoft gets their cut. So
Google.
or the Windows
Google.
Phone or a Droid. Yeah, I don't know. Does Google get cuts from the Google store? I must get something. I assume. So.
I would assume that
Not
it is.
30%. I don't know. All I know is that Apple's
is 30%.
made a name for itself with regards to
Apple gets 30%.
Right. That I know. I don't know how much Google.
Yeah, we basically get roughly Apple's percent, give or take a little bit. Take a little bit. But yeah, so there you go. So check on that next week or later this week. I'm sorry, the next week we'll talk more about it. And you can always go to comicsconspiracy.biz if you want to hear this episode or all our other episodes again, or geekbox.net. Forums.geekbox.net is where you can talk to us on there, as well as the Geekbox Facebook community. You can go find us on there. We're all on Twitter. Ryan Higgins, Ryan, Brock Sager. Comics Antikine is Omar. Larsen Bryce is Bryce Larsen. Toby XI is Toby. Charlie is Insanity in Chaos. Brock's got his blog, conspiratorbrock.com. Go check that out. Comicsantikine.com. That is Omar. Charlie has the Infinite Longbox podcast. Toby, you still got those Comedy Button videos up. The series 1.
Season 1 is out.
Season 2.
Season 2 is going to be a while from now, but
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Comedy Button. Go watch Comedy Button, guys.
There's
Great
Scott
America.
Bromley did some teasing today.
Comedy Button has their big site coming up with merchandising stuff.
And I got to see it firsthand, and it looks kind of nice.
And there may be some other merchandise hitting that store at some point, too. So let's see.
This is me crossing my fucking fingers.
Yeah.
Huge picture of Ryan Higgins' face
on
a t-shirt.
On a t-shirt. We'll see.
Doing his crazy arms.
We should get
I'm
a
a Ben
shirt
Affleck
Brock shirt.
fan.
Just the Bryce scale. I give the shirt 3 Bryces out of 10.
At the top.
Oh, that's a shitty shirt, Ryan.
Yeah. And so that digital.comicsconspiracy.biz, that will be your link for the digital store. And hopefully on Wednesday that's all changed and looking nice. So let us see.
Shout out.
I got a shout out here for Steve Lessick, who shipped Bryce a giant box of HeroClix.
My man.
Also shipped me as a surprise gift from my ever-growing Nintendo collection, a copy of the Sesame Street ABCs and Sesame Street Let It Go Around and Ernie's
awesome.
Big Splash. 2 great games in one, ages 3 to 6. So in a couple of years,
about right for you.
in a couple of years, I'll be just perfect for
that
it.
might be a hint at my book club play.
Sesame Street.
Oh, or Ernie's Big Splash.
So an Aquaman book, is that basically?
I don't know. I'm just saying that might be a hint.
Or gay porn.
That
Man
might,
on man.
I'm just saying that there might be a hint in there.
Ninja
pornographic.
right?
In fact, I'd say
material.
there's a hint in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Let it go around. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be back next week.